Aquarius, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for September 19th to the 25th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Aquarius, this week we have a couple things going on. We got Mercury going direct, which is nice, in your 7th house of relationships. And, you know, your 7th house is really being activated this month because that's this whole lunar cycle, this whole solar eclipse cycle has been involving this house of relationships for you. So there's all kinds of partnerships, relationships. Some of you could be business clients, others romantic, friends even for some of you, just all types of one-to-one connections. And so it's so good to be learning about this area of life. And that's seen by both the North Node and Mercury. In fact, Mercury being retrograde here the past couple weeks is suggesting that maybe you have reconsidered some things in the relationship department. And maybe some things have come to light. And so that's this kind of week, is an insightful week. Maybe things begin to make more sense as you get into the second half after Mercury goes direct. And yeah, a lot of the stuff you've learned can certainly be implemented. And you could find that things are moving forward for you in that department. So what's nice about this Mercury station is that Mercury is going to be trining up to Pluto, both in the ingress and egress with this. So it's very powerful. I think all of us, to a degree, will want this change and be willing to make change in this area for you guys, relationships. So it's all coming from your 11th house. So maybe from over the past many years, this stripping away of any layers that are getting in the way of your aspirations in life, any transformations that have occurred with your network circles or groups or organizations you're a part of. All that can be very supportive this week. Again, assisting you in developing and continuing these relationships. So it could be existing relationships as well as new relationships unfolding. So very good there. And as we approach that Mercury station, we are going to have Venus sextiling up to Mars on Monday. So on a minor note, there could be a bit of synergy at the beginning of the week. Might have to do with relationships since we are talking about Venus. But this is particularly about the relationships that are about intimacy and openness and depth. You've got a lot of positive energy here in your 8th house, Jupiter and Venus particularly, to help you see the beauty and the opportunity in the deeper things in life, right? Openness with ourselves, openness with life, and of course, openness in relationships. So as you focus on that, first of all, which is the sun, you are gaining a lot of energy this week when it comes to, you know, connecting on that deeper level, whether it's relationships or otherwise. Some of you might just be doing research. Others might be focused on interdependency. Sharing resources is another 8th house thing. So the whole point of all of this is to see beyond the veil, really connect to what matters most, and really ask yourself what matters to you there. And through that, you can see the opportunities to connect on this deeper level, to transform, to maybe even heal, which is, again, a deeper thing that comes through these deeper connections with ourself and life and relationships. And in that way, you're learning a lot about this. And you can enjoy it. In fact, Venus in the 8th house. You know, there is this enjoyment to be had with all of this. So anyways, so this early part on Monday, maybe a bit of depth there that could be good or easygoing, intimate, something like that could be positive. A lot of this might be with the motivation you've had with your career, your work lately, which, although on a grander scale, is about this limitation and taking things nice and slow with the career stuff. But Mars will be in your 10th house for the bulk of the week still, and sextiling up to Venus could mean maybe a bit of synergy at the on the career level. All right, so then as we go through the rest of the week after that Mercury station, I do want to mention that your ruler Saturn is going to be lifting up off of the square from Neptune within that 1 degree orb. So what that means is it has been a nebulous month. It's been a transformative month, of course, with the eclipses, but this square up to Neptune, especially for you Aquarians and Capricorns, there has been this uncertainty about things, and it's been really emphasizing the importance of working on your spiritual development and being in the present moment, accepting things for how they are. But anyways, that's lifting up, and I think by the second half of the week, you'll probably notice that, you know, easing up and things might be becoming clear, or at least you just have a greater willingness to go with the flow. Now, Mars is going to be transitioning into that 11th house of yours over the weekend. So I do want to mention there is this shift where you could be feeling, going into next week, a bit of motivation to connect with your friends or your network circles or community or organizational things. This is a good area for Mars to be in, both in sign and house placement. So good motivation, good drive here. Maybe some of you feeling inspired going into next week, which is good. Everything future oriented can be a great source of momentum and motivation. Now, I do want to mention as we go into next week, the sun will be getting very close to Jupiter. So again, seeing the opportunities that are certainly available for you to transform, to shed these old layers, this old skin, both with yourself, with life, with relationships, like I keep saying with this 8th house, and connecting to what matters most. And it's such a positive time for that. And I think this weekend can certainly be emphasizing that. But all in all, this week, certainly, as it has been this whole month, relationships. This is really the emphasis for the next year, year and a half, with the North Node here in your 7th. But with Mercury going station direct, maybe some things now moving forward for you in this department. Maybe some things making sense. Maybe some of the things you've reconsidered are being implemented. And again, learning can really go a long ways. All right, so Aquarius, hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.